though. So Combermere receiving it now. And just about 4 strides, I think it's going to be over. Josiah Atkins will be chasing down. Wow, this is going to be a hot one here. A hot leg. Josiah Atkins has cut the lead down already. So it's Combermere, Christchurch Foundation. Atkins just went into slow mode, just into relaxation mode, getting ready for the next phase of his run, and that phase is coming up now. That is passing mode. Here he comes, raking him. Does he have enough left in the tank? Into the straightaway they come. Josiah Atkins anchoring. Can he make it? Can he make it? No, he doesn't. Oh my, he does not make it. So Combermere wins it. Combermere wins it. Foundation will have to settle for second position. Third to the Allen School. Fourth to St. Leonard's Boys. Wow. Wow, that was an upset there. That was an upset. Christchurch Foundation went in as the strongest team on paper. On paper. Wow. But Combermere School, what a leg. What a leg there. That anchor leg there for Combermere School. Really. Wow. What else can we say there? Woo. Wow. That was some action indeed to bring the Esther Maynard zone to a close. Woo. So all we have to do now is to await the official points tally to determine who will be the winners of the inaugural Esther Maynard zone. We still have a couple of athletes who we will be chatting with. So what we're going to do is to take the whole foundation posse one time. So we're going to ask the entire foundation posse to come this way. And we're going to ask you to hold the microphones. They're on already, so don't be careful what you say. So we have them all here. So go ahead, the two of you can share that mic. The two of you will share this one. So just introduce yourselves. Tell us who you are. We already know the school you're from. Tell us the events that you've done.
Well, I'm Ashantia Phillips, and the events I did are long jump, javelin, and high jump. And I also ran the 4x1.
Next.
My name is Hannah Connell, and the events I did was the 100, the 4x1, 4x4, the 100-meter hurdles, and long jump.
Next. Next.
My name is Gabriella Yearwood, and the events that I participated in were the long jump, the 400, the 400, and the 200.
Next.
My name is Julia Denny. Events that I did
Great. So we have 4 young ladies here from the Christchurch Foundation School. They've told us their events. Now, I want to know your feelings about the meet. If you felt you did well, if you have progressed to the next round of competition, and how do you think you will do going forward? This one looks ready to talk. Go ahead.
I think that the way that I ran the 400, because when I used to get by the 200-meter mark, I used to break down, and now I will get further, and
Next.
I am pleased with the events that I did today and the following day.
Have you gone to the semifinals in any of those events? What are those events?
100, 200, and 400.
Great. And your toughest competition will come from whom? You think? Combermere? How about in the next zone? We haven't seen the next zone as yet, but of course you girls know of the others in the next zone coming up. Anybody you're worried about? Okay, good answer. Next.
Well, I think I made progress in everything I did. because for everything I did, I made PBs. So I think I will be ready to move forward and do even better.
Great. Any of you were part of that record breaking 4x1 on the 15 relay team? You were? How did you girls feel about breaking that Bssac record?
I feel proud of my team. But you could do better
Okay, so you're going to assault that record next week.
in the finals.
Very good. Excellent. Anything else you girls want to say?
Nope.
About anything you want to say thank you to your coaches, to anyone? Because Foundation will be doing quite well. Anything, your last word. Go ahead.
Well, I'd like to thank my coach Carter for going all the way for me and helping me to improve in everything that I did so far.
Great. Good, Hannah. Next.
I'd like to say thanks to God first because without him I wouldn't be here. And to my coaches and family.
Very good.
I would like to say thank you to Mr. Strong, who pushed me when I thought I couldn't do it, and he told me to get her Aaron, and his information has not put me in this.
Great. Excellent. So we want to thank you, young ladies, very much. Let me make sure I have the names correct. Ashantia Phillips, Hannah Connell, Gabriella Yearwood, and Julia Denny. Thank you all very much, and we wish you all the best next week.
Thank you.
Great. So there we have it. Some promising young ladies from the Christchurch Foundation School doing very well. And then we have the Springer girls. This will be our last set of interviews before we get ready to wrap up the Esther Maynard zone. Of course, the next thing coming up will be the point standings. Good. So we have two young ladies here from Spring Memorial who we will ask to introduce yourselves, tell the public, look into the camera, tell the public who you are and what events you competed in for the past 2 days of Bssac.
Good afternoon. My name is Ciara Worrell. I competed in the high jump, coming first. It was a challenge, but I did it.
What was your height in the high jump?
My height was 137.
And you were happy with that?
I was happy.
Okay. And winning that event puts you into the semifinals, the finals.
The finals, it
Yes. Okay. Anybody you think will be a challenge to you next week?
does. Next week, I feel Harson's College would be a challenge for me, but I still have the confidence in me to be able to come first.
Very good. And next person?
My name is Jennifer Johnson.
Yes.
Oh, I competed in the shot put, the 5 meter hurdles, the discus and javelin.
You did many events. How did you do in those events?
I came first in the javelin, I came first in the discus, and I came first in the 5 meter hurdles. I ain't sure what I came in the shot put.
Okay, so those were some good results. Any personal best? Were any of those a personal best for you?
The shot put, which was 22.5 minutes.
The discus.
The discus.
Okay, good. All right. And you're looking forward to competition next week, of course.
No, not really.
No? You don't want to be the champion of Bssac?
Yeah, but I got a competition like that.
Okay, I see. All right, so we want to wish you girls all the best. Congratulations. And one more question for you. Is Springer going to win the inaugural Bssac 2016?
Of course.
Okay, I would say the same thing if I were supporting my team. So we wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Great. So there you have it. Some young people, outstanding folks, and all we need to do now is to wrap up our stream of Bssac 2016, the Esther Maynard zone. We'll just try to get you the results, the scores rather, our final set of scores. Still not getting them as yet. So to wind down, and while we send to get those scores, loads of excitement here at the National Stadium for Bssac, the Esther Maynard zone. Of course, we would have had a conversation with Esther Maynard, and I must say, most of the persons we spoke to so far seem to like the idea of this format, this new format of zones where schools have the opportunity now to place high for athletes to shine a little more than they would have done before, for them to get their own piece of glory. And it seems as though this format is here to stay. We'll see what will happen over the next 2 days with the Frank Blackman zone. Of course, a new set of schools coming in. Schools such as Leicester Vaughan, Queen's College, the Lodge School. We'll see some talent as well. Of course, we're looking forward to people like Mary Fraser. Mary Fraser last year did so well at this meet at Bssac. Also did well at the Carifta Games, where she was the Austin Seeley recipient. So we look forward to athletes such as her competing tomorrow. Of course, the St. Michael's School, they have a strong under 15 boys unit. So it's going to be really exciting tomorrow and Friday to see all of those athletes in action. All we're doing now is awaiting those final set of points to make sure that we can let you know before we end the broadcast which schools are the champions of the Esther Maynard zone. So Springer Memorial seems to be on course to win the zone. Christchurch Foundation did very well. We also had Christchurch Foundation in the boys, and it seems to me that the boys title is going to go to Christchurch Foundation. I don't recall any other team that was that close, St. Leonard's boys, but they would have dropped by the way. So we have with us now though Mr. Stephen Williams. Stephen, talk to me about the last 2 days.
The last 2 days, first of all, let me say hello to all the viewers. We had a fantastic day. And when I say fantastic day, the team was excellent. I have to congratulate Mr. Jules. What can I say? Right now, I have to really thank you, Michael, because you came on with the sports.bb team from last year. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I've been getting some very good compliments concerning your knowledge of the sport. And if it's one thing that sports.bb is about, is actually bring a good experience, and having a knowledgeable host such as yourself helps with that, deliver that. Over the last 2 days, I mean, it was simply just amazing. What I liked about the Bssac this year so far is that, you know, we had a little bumpy start. Okay, these things do happen, right. But the talent on the field, okay, the appreciation the fans showed, you know, and even the love that we felt online and the numbers that came online showed that when it comes to athletics in Barbados, this is our Olympics. Oh, yes. You know, right now we are, if anyone knows Jamaica and Champs, okay, I remember going to Jamaica in the middle of Champs and couldn't find anybody on the street. I mean, it was just simply, I thought it was actually, we landed and aliens kind of, you know, separated the people from the earth in Jamaica.
Well,
you know,
Stephen, I'm hoping that with the building of our new stadium, well, I'm hoping it will be sooner than later. Well, when we get that new facility that we can house all these people in here. Of course, as you say, track and field is a sport that Barbadians love. I remember a year when we hosted the Carifta Games and people were actually outside the stadium in tears. I saw big men and women crying because there was no more space for them. And that's the love Barbadians have for track and field. And I too would like to thank you guys for affording persons who are not able to come here
active okay, social media, viewer online. So get on social media, like our posts. The guys have been working hard. We have a social media team this year. We didn't have one last year. So we had a website and social media team this year. So everything that happens at Bssac 2016 is going to be quickly uploaded, okay, and repurposed online. And the guys are working at it as we speak. And you know what we would like is for the ability for the online viewers to actually like, share, and participate online as much as possible.
Great. Excellent. So, Stephen, I just received the point standings.
Good.
And I believe our viewers would be very keen to know what's happening. However, the girls' points are correct. So I can just let you know that Grantley Adams Memorial placed 11th with 11 points. Ursuline Convent 10th with 26.5. 9th place, Parkinson Memorial, 37 points. A tie for 7th, Graydon Seeley and St. George Secondary on 49. And 6th position, Ellerslie Secondary, 54 points. In 5th position, Combermere in the girls, 123. Allen School, they should be given lots of credit. They're 4th in the girls, 206 points. Harrison College 3rd in the girls, 352. Christchurch Foundation 2nd in the girls, 459.5. And Springer Memorial winning the inaugural Esther Maynard zone with 476 points.
It's a win, but I can't say it was convincing this year, Michael.
Not convincing at all. And my thing is, I'm looking forward to the finals because when we see the other two zones over the next 2 days, we will be able to do some comparisons.
Correct.
We can compare all the statistics and we'll be able to see how things go. So we are seeing the Christchurch Foundation posse. Of course, my disappointment though, and I must say this, I had asked about a closing ceremony and the presentation of, I think to me, it is an anticlimax.
Yeah, because you're right, because today is a final.
Yes,
today
this is the last
day of this zone, and technically it's a final and maybe a final for a lot of these schools.
Exactly.
Not to participate in something that is actually maybe the last time they're going to compete for Bssac this year. So I think, in all fairness to Bssac though, Michael, I must admit it may be a year that they have to fine tune some things because it is the inaugural year of this format. But I do take your point that, for some students, having the finality of a closing ceremony could bring an emotional end to what has been a very heated 2 days of competition.
Yes, because I was looking forward to the awarding of division champions. Picture a guy who has never won a division championship. This is his first opportunity to do so. I don't know if it will be done at the championship, but those are 2 different events altogether. So I'm saying, if I were planning the event, I would have put in a closing ceremony because now you see Christchurch Foundation here. They can't have the opportunity right after the event to share in the glory of the win. Okay? But just my opinion, and I really feel that we should have had a ceremony where, again, kids would have worked hard for 2 days. When I go home and my parents ask me, what did you do? I won the division championship. Where is the trophy? Where is it? You don't have anything to show. You have to wait until when? I'm not a fan of that. Sorry. I believe that kids should be able to go home with their awards right after the event and not go some other place after. I'm not in favor of that at all. Nevertheless, the boys' points will not include the under 20 boys javelin. I don't think it will have a major effect, but we'll just let you know and we will post online afterwards that result with the under 20 javelin included. Alma Paris 1 point, Ursuline Convent 6, Parkinson 36, Ellerslie 50, Graydon Seeley 71.67, Grantley Adams 85.5, St. George 128, Allen 247, St. Leonard's Boys 262.33, Harrison College 266, Combermere 300, and Christchurch Foundation 327.50. And we immediately see the celebration here for both Springer Memorial, the winners of the girls,
Foundation.
Christchurch Foundation, the winners of the boys.
Michael, I'm not sure if you know, but are the points going forward into the finals, or does the
They're
clock
not.
set back?
They're
The clock
not.
sets to 0.
Right, and
So
that's exactly the point that I'm making. Since this is the final, these guys are going to be crowned the Esther Maynard Zone champions. Everything for them is back to 0. The same thing on Friday after the Frank Blackman Zone. Everything will be back to 0, and then we go into that third. So in other words, we're talking about 3 competitions in one. So.
and technically two finals.
Yes.
Because there's a final for today,
Yes.
final on Friday, then a
And
final
then
next
next Thursday and Friday will be finals. So we have 2 chaps here. Come, guys, from the Combermere School, and we must have a chat with them before we close. You can introduce yourselves. Tell us, come, son. Tell us who you are and what. Well, we already say you're from Combermere, and why do you think we have you up here to speak?
My name is Nathan Ferguson.
DeAndre Harris.
Yes. And why do you think we have you up here to speak?
Well, based on our performances, for the 4x4.
Yes, and your individual performances as well. But for sure, that 4x4 that you guys just ran was a bomber. Yeah. Tell us a little about that. Take us through that race.
Well, the coach, I guess he placed the 2 endurance guys on the first leg to give us a bit of a lead. And then he gave the 2 sprinters to finish off. Really and truly, we ran it from heart. We knew we could do it from the start.
Okay, Nathan, tell us a bit about your exploits this season, because you've been doing quite well.
I qualified in Christchurch for the 110-meter hurdles, and I may do the 400 hurdles here as well.
Okay, you ran a magnificent last leg there, keeping Combermere away from Foundation. Were y'all worried at all about Foundation?
Yeah, to be
honestly,
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a strong team.
Yeah.
You know they'll be coming back for you in the final.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys will do it again.
Hopefully, God willing.
Okay, so we want to wish you all the best. What events? Tell us what events you're going to be contesting next week, Nathan.
110-meter hurdles, 400 hurdles, 100 and 200.
Wow. And
100 meters, 200 meters, 110 and 400 meter hurdles also.
Okay, so you guys have a lot of work to do. Make sure you get lots of rest over the weekend. Do you have any plans of peeping over the wall to see the next 2 zones?
Probably, yeah. I'll be glad to watch.
Yeah? Well, if you can't watch live, we have a stream going here which you guys are on, sports.bb. You can go there and you'll get to see some of the action for the other zone, the Frank Blackman zone. And one final question, do you guys prefer this format or do you prefer the old format?
The older format, you could tell who was actually the major competitors, but in this format it's split up, so you can only tell from your zone.
From your zone.
You don't know who's coming.
Okay. But you prefer to know up front.
Yeah, but this way it'll be more interesting.
Yes, it will add for some excitement. Okay, so guys, we want to congratulate you on a great run there in the 4x4 and wish you all the best in your individual events as well.
Thanks.
Great. So there you have it, folks. You have the points. We kind of know that Springer Memorial are the female champions, that Christchurch Foundation are the male champions, and on behalf of the team, we're just signing off for the Esther Maynard zone, but we're not signing off for good because we'll be right back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's coverage will begin at 9 a.m. and we will repeat what we did on Tuesday tomorrow, and we'll repeat what we did today on Friday for the Frank Blackman zone. So I'll now hand over to Ryan, who I believe will do the honors of closing down today's stream.
We want to say thank you for viewing our live stream today. The final day in the Esther Maynard zone of the 2016 Barbados Secondary Schools Athletics Championships. As I said, we're live here at the National Stadium. Before we hand back over to Master Control, we'd like to say that this stream was made entirely possible through the good wishes and the compliments of the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Sagicor Financial, Burger King, Purity Bakeries, Ynet, Sunal Technology Solutions, Acronite, and Tropical Computers Limited. On behalf of here at the National Stadium, thank you so much for joining us.
Freshly prepared tradition. every bite perfection.
With 100% beef, flame grilled over real flames, great tasting, high quality, affordable food, and our speedy service.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner fresh all day at BK. Done to your satisfaction, and we have our selections.
Family-friendly dining at any of our 4 locations, and we cater to children's parties on Sundays at Sky Mall.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner fresh all day at BK.
When your kids fall, you're always there to pick them up. Sagicor wants to do the same for you. Introducing Life Protector, an invaluable policy that provides you with a lump sum payment should you be diagnosed with a critical illness. With added financial flexibility to keep your family's future bright, we'll provide a helping hand when you need it most. For more details, contact a Sagicor advisor today. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.